What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? For most of us, the answer is the same. We reach for our phone, snooze the alarm, or check notifications. Just 5 more minutes, we tell ourselves, scrolling through social media before getting out of bed. But those 5 minutes secretly stretch into 15, maybe even 30. And before we've even started our day, we've already lost precious time. Sound familiar? This is just the beginning. Think about how many similar moments we experience throughout the day. Waiting at a red light, aimlessly flipping through TV channels, or sitting in front of our computer, staring at an unfinished task, procrastinating. Time keeps slipping away and we don't even realize it. Then when night falls, we ask ourselves, what did I accomplish today? More often than not, the answer is unclear because our hours have vanished before our eyes. You might think wasting just 10 minutes a day is nothing, but over a year, that adds up to around 60 hours. Imagine what you could achieve in those 60 hours. These small, seemingly insignificant time blocks accumulate into a massive void. And most of us only recognize this loss when it's too late. Of course, one of the biggest culprits in stealing our time is an addiction we all share: social media. Our phones have become an extension of our bodies. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. We open an app intending to check something quickly, and before we know it, we've switched to another, then another. A never-ending stream of content pulls us in, video after video, post after post. Hours disappear like this. These platforms are designed to hold our attention for as long as possible. Infinite scrolling, constant content refresh, likes, notifications. It's all engineered to trigger our brain's reward system. Every notification, every new piece of content creates a small dopamine hit, giving us momentary satisfaction, making us want more. Without even realizing it, social media is no longer just a habit, it's an addiction, and the numbers prove it. On average, people spend 2.5 hours a day on social media. In some countries, this number reaches 3 hours. That's over 45 days per year spent staring at screens. Imagine giving up a month and a half of your life every single year with nothing to show for it, just mindlessly scrolling. Think about that for a second. But social media isn't just stealing our time, it's stealing our focus and productivity too. Constant exposure to flashing screens, the fear of missing out, FOMO, and the endless stream of updates exhaust our minds. Deep focus becomes nearly impossible because our attention is constantly divided, waiting for the next notification. And with what little time we have left, it becomes even harder to be productive. So what can we do? We can't get back the time we've already lost, but we can take control of how we use the time that remains. And that starts with asking ourselves one simple question: how do we reclaim our time? Scientists, philosophers, and productivity experts have spent years studying this problem, and they all point to similar solutions. For example, prioritizing your tasks is a game changer. Every morning or the night before, make a list of what you need to accomplish that day. Start with the hardest, most important task. This is sometimes called eating the frog. If you tackle your most challenging task first, everything else will feel easier. Another powerful technique is the Pomodoro method. Work with full focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. These short bursts of productivity help maintain discipline and prevent burnout. But the key to making this work? Eliminating distractions. Studies show that once your attention is broken, it takes 20 minutes to fully refocus. That means just checking your phone for a second could silently steal 20 minutes of your day. Multitasking is another hidden enemy. We like to think we can do multiple things at once, but in reality, our brains aren't wired for it. Switching between tasks creates mental stress, reduces efficiency, and ironically makes us take more time to complete our work. Instead, focus on one thing at a time. Finish it, then move on to the next. And while doing so, turn off notifications, put your phone away, and minimize interruptions. Every unnecessary distraction is a thief stealing from your future. Another powerful strategy: time blocking. Schedule specific hours in your day for focused work and stick to them. Treat them like unbreakable appointments with yourself. And perhaps most importantly, learn to say no. Not everything deserves your time. If a request, event, or task is pulling you away from what truly matters, don't be afraid to decline. Your time is valuable. Spend it wisely. A great way to understand how you're spending your time is to track it. Keep a log of what you do throughout the day, minute by minute. You might be shocked by what you find. Awareness is the first step to change. If you don't know where your time is going, how can you control it? Of course, strategies and techniques are useful, but at its core, This is about something deeper, truly understanding the value of time. So let's take a step back and look at time from a philosophical perspective. Since ancient times, philosophers have seen time as our most precious resource. The Roman thinker Seneca, nearly 2,000 years ago, wrote On the Shortness of Life, where he argued that life isn't inherently short, we just waste too much of it. The years slip away not because time moves too fast, but because we let trivial distractions consume it. If we manage time wisely, one lifetime would be more than enough. Have you noticed that as we grow older, time seems to speed up? As kids, a single summer felt endless. As adults, years fly by. Why? Because each new year becomes a smaller percentage of our total life. A year for a 10-year-old is 10% of their life, but for a 50-year-old, it's only 2%. As we age, each year feels shorter. This means that every plan we delay, every dream we put off, is slipping away much faster than we realize. From a philosophical perspective, the most important truth about time is its limitation. One day our time will run out. The ancient Stoics had a saying, memento mori, remember you will die. Not to scare us, but to remind us to live fully now. Most people act as if they have unlimited time, but only when they face mortality do they see how little they truly have left. The goal is to realize this before it's too late. There's a classic metaphor. Imagine a bank deposited $86,400 into your account every morning, but at the end of the day, any unused money is erased. What would you do? You'd spend every cent wisely. Well, every day, life deposits 86,400 seconds into your time account, and at midnight, whatever you didn't use wisely is gone forever. We're careful with money, but why aren't we careful with time, which is infinitely more valuable? Time is life itself. How you spend it determines the quality of your existence. The moment you understand this, truly internalize it, you will start living differently. Now you know the truth. Time is slipping away, and there's no way to stop it. But you have a choice. Continue wasting it or take control. So what will you do now? Make a commitment. Respect your time. Take small but intentional steps toward what truly matters. Reclaim the hours lost to distractions. Stop postponing your dreams. Spend more time with loved ones. Learn, create, building. Because in the end, no one wishes they had spent more time scrolling their phone. But many people regret not using their time wisely when they had the chance. Don't be one of them. Your time is running out. Use it wisely. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Stay happy and take care.